never said the words out loud, just faded gently from the crowd. No slammed door, no shattered frame, just silence learning how to name. We whispered love until it died, not with a scream but with a sigh. A fading light, a slowing ache, a goodbye too soft to break. It didn't fall, it didn't fly, just drifted low beneath the sky, like paper boats in heavy rain, still floating but not quite the same. No bitter end, no clean escape, just hearts too tied to a shape. And in the quiet that you make, a goodbye too soft to break. Your coffee cup still on the shelf, like you forgot your second self. I breathe you in, I let you go, in every empty gentle no. We lost our song between the lines, too kind to cut, too scared to bind, like footsteps fading in a lake, a goodbye too soft to break. It didn't crash, it didn't burn, just missed the point of no return, like sunset bleeding into gray. No moment where you truly stay, no final words, no sharp heartbreak, just time we slowly let forsake, like frost that melts before it flakes, a goodbye too soft to break. I still wait for something loud, a storm, a scream, a final vow, but all I hear is quiet rain, repeating that we loved in vain. No curtain call, no crashing sound, just love that flowed, never drowned. We didn't lose, we didn't win, just slowly slipped out of the skin. No thunder, just a gentle quake, a part of me the soul could fake. But now I live with every ache, from a goodbye too soft to break. Still here, in the space you didn't take. Still here, in the space you didn't take.
Strange music.
A story line by line, with dreams that whisper you are mine. But somewhere in the crowded page, hope sat down in the wrong verse cage. It tried to sing but lost its tune, underneath a broken moon, a melody that slipped away before the dawn could greet the day. Hope sat down in the wrong verse, waiting for a better curse. A lyric lost, a silent plea, in songs that never set it free. It reached for light, but touched the pain. A heart that's caught in fallen rain, still holding on, though it rehearsed. Hope's sat down in the wrong verse. The words I spoke fell out of place, a smile fading from my face. I searched for meaning in the lines, but hope was tangled in the signs. It danced between the cracks and holes, a whisper echoing in souls, a fragile spark that couldn't last, caught in the echoes of the past. Hope sat down in the wrong verse, waiting for a better curse, a lyric lost, a silent plea, in songs that never set it free. It reached for light but touched the pain, a heart that's caught in falling rain, still holding on though it rehearsed. Hope sat down in the wrong verse. Maybe someday it will find a place to rest, a peace of mind, a stanza sung with clearer skies, where broken dreams can learn to rise. Hope won't sit in the wrong verse, it'll rewrite every curse, a melody that breaks the chains and sings through all the hurt and pain. It'll reach for light beyond the rain and heal the heart that once was stained, no longer lost or rehearsed. Hope will rise from the wrong verse, from silence in a song it'll burst. Hope no longer in the wrong verse.
In the quiet hum of morning light, coffee steam and soft daylight, you touched my hand, no need for words. In that silence love was heard. Time slipped like snowflakes on our skin, melted by the warmth within. Every second, every sigh held the world behind your eyes. Through the hours, like rain upon the flowers, soft and slow it blooms so bright, turning ordinary into light. No fire, no thunder, no grand parade, just the beauty of hearts that stayed. Love didn't rush or need the towers, it melted gently through the hours. Afternoon sun through window panes, your laughter fell like summer rain. No need to chase what we could feel. The moments made the dream so real. We didn't burn, we didn't break, we just gave more than we take. And every whisper, every glance was a lifelong quiet dance. Through the hours, like rain upon the flowers, soft and slow it blooms so bright, turning ordinary into light. No fire, no thunder, no grand parade, just the beauty of hearts that stayed. Love didn't rush or need the towers, it melted gently through the hour. No countdown, no dramatic fall, just footsteps echoing down the hall. of a home we built with gentle days and love that never lost its way. Love melted through the hours with grace, with strength, with quiet powers. It wrote its name in morning skies and kissed the tears from tired eyes. Not a blaze but a constant flame, still burning softly in your name. Love whispered through the fleeting hours and bloomed forever into ours. No dramatic fall, just footsteps echoing down the hall of a home we built with gentle days and love that never lost its way. Light still falls across our bed, but you're not here, just words unsaid. Dust dances slow in morning's breath, the silent waltz of love and death. I see you in the corner still, in echoes time forgot to kill. The air remembers how you spoke, each syllable a thread of smoke. These are the shadows kissed by what we lost, memories hung in frames we never crossed. Every smile now etched in frost, frozen in a moment's cost. I reach but only find a trace of warmth that time cannot replace, where silence lingers like a ghost in shadows kissed by what we lost. Your jacket hangs untouched by years, a museum of forgotten tears. I light a match, but not to burn, just to feel the way you turned. Even the mirror holds your face, as if it's scared to lose your place. But I'm the one who fades each day, while you remain just out of frame. These are the shadows kissed by what we lost, a garden growing through the frost. Every petal bruised but proud, still blooming underneath the shroud. I call your name into the dust, where hope once lived but now just rusts, and love still whispers through the gloss of shadows kissed by what we lost. If goodbye was a gentle tide, then why do I still drown inside? I breathe your name like it's a prayer, but find no heaven anywhere. These are the shadows kissed by what we lost, the haunting grace of what it cost. No second chance, no moment spared, just silence aching where we cared. You left behind a ghost of flame that flickers when I speak your name, forever carved into the frost. These shadows kissed by what we lost, Still I wait beneath the cross of shadows kissed by what we lost. We used to dance in minor keys, chasing dreams through broken leaves. Your laugh would rise above the chords. Our silence is the only word. I hum the tune we used to know, but something's missing in the flow. It moves a place but falls apart. The melody forgot its heart. It sings but doesn't feel. It moves but nothing's real. A song that once could light the dark now echoes cold and torn apart. Each note still floats but far away, like ghosts of songs we used to play. Its beauty carved with no restart. The melody forgot its heart. We built a world with sound and skin, but never patched the cracks within. Your voice once wrapped around my soul, now it just echoes dull and cold. I play it back, the sweetest line, but there's no pulse in every rhyme. A hollow grace, a work of art, but the melody forgot its heart. It sings but doesn't feel. It moves but nothing's real. A song that once could light the dark now echoes cold and torn apart. Each note still floats but far away, like ghosts of songs we used to play. Its beauty carved with no restart. The melody forgot its heart. We wrote the verses side by side. Now I sing alone where love once cried. The rhythm stumbles, falls from grace, a perfect tune with no embrace. It sings but love is gone. It plays but the soul moved on. A hollow echo in the dark, a fading line, a broken spark. The chorus lingers out of key. A song once you and once was me. We played too long, too far apart. Now the melody forgot. It's and I still hum it in the dark, but the melody forgot its heart.
You left your shadow by my door, a silent echo on the floor. I held the words behind my tongue, afraid to bleed what I've become. I traced your name in falling rain, but ink dissolves beneath the pain. Now all I have are hollow notes that never made it to your throat. These are the thorns of a song never sung, a melody caught in a breath left undone, a verse that died before the light fell quiet in the arms of night. harmony, no final chord, just silence we could not afford. Love turned to rust on a silver loam, pierced by the thorns of a song never sung. Your eyes once held a lullaby, but now they flicker cold and dry. I played the chords but lost the key to unlock what we used to be. The bridge we built with dreams and thread now crumbles where we once had said forever lives in every line, but we let go before the rhyme. These are the thorns of a song never sung, a melody caught in a breath left undone, a verse that died before the light fell quiet in the arms of night. No harmony, no final chord, just silence we could not afford. Love turned to rust on a silver loam, pierced by the thorns of a song never sung. If I could rewind the still of time, I'd sing the truth beneath the rhyme. But silence has a voice too loud, and pride wears grief just like a shroud. So here I stand with hands unstrung, bleeding from the song never sung. No echo left, no sweet refrain, just petals lost in winter rain. No curtain call, no rise, no bow, just broken notes and then somehow we let forever slip our tongue on the thorns of a song never sung. Still it haunts where we belong, the thorns of a song never sung. The haunts where we belong, the thorns of a song never sung.
The clock struck 12, the lights went low. I whispered soft, good night, don't go. But silence filled the empty frame of love that never spoke your name. And the stars, they blinked like tired eyes, worn from waiting through the lies. I wrapped your coat around my soul, but it never kept me whole. When good night never came home, I was left with the echo alone, just shadows dancing down the hall where you used to answer my call. I held on to dreams that felt so real, but morning came and I could still feel the weight of being unknown. When good night never came home, I lit a candle by the door. Each night like all the ones before, hoping footsteps on the floor would mean you're not a ghost no more. But the wind just whispered back your name in a voice that didn't sound the same. And I realized, too late I guess, that goodbye wore your favorite dress. When good night never came home, I was left with the echo alone, just shadows dancing down the hall where you used to answer my call. I held on to dreams that felt so real, but morning came and I could still feel the weight of almost crossed the line. When your night never came home, I learned how to sleep on my own. But the pillow still holds your shape, and time can't teach my heart escape. So I sing to the night, soft and low, in case your heart still wants to know. There's a place where you belong, even if good night stays gone. Even if good night stays gone. The clock struck 12, the lights went low. Each night like all the ones before, hoping footsteps on the floor would mean you're not a ghost no more. But the wind just whispered back your name. You held my hand with shattered grace, 1,000 cracks across your face. We kissed like war, we bled like wine. On paper hearts we drew the line. Love was never soft or kind. It carved its name across our spine. Yet every tear we tried to hide became the ink we wrote inside. These are the wounds that wrote a valentine in broken script and crooked rhyme. Not sweet, not safe, but still it stayed in every scar. The love we made, we didn't bloom, we tore the vine, but still you signed your name to mine. A brutal, bleeding, sacred sign. The wounds that wrote a valentine. We spoke in storms and silence too. Our truths were sharp but always true. I gave you thorns, you gave me flame, and neither one of us took blame. Yet somehow in the fractured light, we built a poem out of fight. A burning stanza, wild and real, where pain became the way to feel. These are the words that wrote a valentine. Bruised red ink in borrowed time. No perfect lines, no hearts that shine, just love that dared to not align. We didn't heal, we didn't try. We held each other just to cry, but still through ash and twisted spine, we made a vow in Valentine. They'll say love's meant to save, not scar, but they don't know who we are. We didn't fall, we didn't fly, we simply learned how not to die. So here's to the wounds that wrote a valentine in broken script and crooked rhyme. Not sweet, not safe, but still it stayed in every scar. The love we made, we didn't bloom, we tore the vine, but still you signed your name to mine. A brutal, bleeding, sacred sign. The wounds that wrote a valentine. And if we break 1,000 times, we'll bleed again. Valentine. And if we break 1,000 times, we'll bleed again in Valentine. These are the words that wrote a valentine. Bruised red ink in borrowed time. No perfect lines, no hearts that shine, just love that dared to not align. We didn't heal, we didn't try. We held each other just to cry, but still through ash and twisted spine, we made a vow in Valentine. They'll say love's meant to to save our star. They don't know who we are. We didn't fall, we didn't fly. We made a vow on Valentine. Brushstrokes lingered on the wall where you once danced through it all. A canvas kissed with shades of you, now cracked in quiet shades of blue. You were the color in my sky. Now I'm staring at goodbye, frozen mid-frame, breath on hold. A masterpiece that turned so cold. You left me in a painted pause, trapped between the strokes and flaws. A moment stretched like endless rain, in hues of silence, love and pain. No final touch, no fading line, just time that stopped where yours met mine. Like a ghost behind the gauze, you left me in a painted pause. Still haunts the open air, like whispers in an empty chair. I trace your shape in phantom light, but shadows never hold me right. Each heartbeat ticks in muted tones, like distant drums from broken phones. I keep replaying what we were, in colors that no longer stir. You left me in a painted pause, trapped between the strokes and flaws. A moment stretched like endless rain, in hues of silence, love and pain. No final touch, no fading line, just time that stopped where yours met mine. Like a ghost behind the gauze, you left me in a painted pause. Trapped between the strokes and flaws. A moment stretched like endless rain, in hues of silence, love and pain. No final touch, no fading line, just time that stopped where yours met mine. Like a ghost behind the gauze, you left me in a painted pause. Never still, but something only time could kill. A masterpiece we left unsigned, with hands too scared to realign. You left me in a painted pause, between the dream and what it cost. A still life bruised by what we lost, a frame that couldn't hold the frost. No curtain fell, no curtain rose, just silence where your color chose to vanish into half-drawn loss. You left me in a painted pause, and I remain a breath beneath the brush. You never moved again. I speak, but it don't sound like me. Each word echoes where you used to be. I try to scream in my own tone, but your shadow clings to every moan. You left but never truly gone. You stitched into the quiet song. With every breath I try to take, of every dawn I fake awake, your voice still bleeds in mine, like red through every line. It drips from every vow I break, from every silence that I fake. Oh, you call out, it's not just me. You're tangled in my melody. No matter how I draw the line, your voice still bleeds in mine. Your laughter haunts the hollow parts, like ghosts that feed on shattered hearts. Even in the words I choose, I hear the notes I'm meant to lose. The mirror cracks and there you are, a whisper carried from afar, still playing in my lungs like fire, a harmony I can't retire. Your voice still bleeds in mine, like scars that won't align. It stains the verses left unsaid, it lingers in the tears I shed. I try to speak and leave you out, but all I do is twist with doubt. No matter how I press decline, your voice still bleeds in mine. I write but the ink runs thin. You pour yourself beneath my skin. No silence deep enough to drown the echo pulling my soul down. Oh, your voice still bleeds in mine, a wound that won't resign. It cuts through every song I sing, like winter buried under spring. I'm not alone inside this frame. You haunt the shape, you breathe my name. And though I try to redefine, your voice still bleeds in mine, still bleeds in mine, like a shadow stitched in mine. I speak but it don't sound like me. Each word echoes where you used to be. I try to scream